What is up, ladies and gentlemen? It is Friday night, and you know what that means?
Whoop,
The Roundtable Pro Wrestling Podcast.
Man, I was really looking
Wow,
forward
I
to
came out of
Julia
nowhere.
being live from the boat.
Wow.
Shit.
On a boat, on a boat, on a
On a
motherfucking
boat.
First and foremost, happy belated birthday to
Yeah,
the
happy
mixologist,
belated
ladies and
birthday,
gentlemen.
Julian.
Get in the chat right now. Say happy birthday to your man, your boy, the man, the myth, the legend right
Thank
there,
you,
I
man.
Mr.
wished you
Julian
a happy
Smith.
birthday in my Twitch channel the other day.
I appreciate it.
Man, I did it on Facebook, so now what?
Well, I messaged him, so now what?
Shane did.
Yeah.
Much appreciated.
Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, it is Friday night. You know what that means? AEW Rampage and WWE Smackdown.
Are you ready for a good time?
Are you ready for
We're
a good
ready
time?
for a good time.
I'm
Are you
glad
ready
didn't
for
say
the
are you
bright
ready for main
lights?
event.
Hey, question for you. When WWE shows now open, is that John Cena doing the voiceover?
It
Yeah.
sounds like it.
Yeah, that's entirely new. That started like a week ago.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, it did.
I know when Flair got released, he was pissed off because they got rid of the woo.
Woo! I'm pissed off at Becky Lynch. Woo!
Kind of seems like things go in threes for him.
Yeah, well,
Selena said, "Happy birthday, Julian."
Well, thank you very much.
that's right. So let's get into this. Look, let's talk about this real quick before we go any
Selena.
further. Monday,
Monday.
live on the Roundtable Pro Wrestling Podcast, Monday Night Mayhem. Your boy Julian, man of the chair, Shane Husky, your boy the franchise, an adult film
Yeah.
superstar now, but the sexiest Stone Cold Stunner in all professional wrestling. Alexis Amore will be joining us live, 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So get in your comments, keep them PG.
Darn.
Shane?
I gotta say, guys.
I can't take up all the Blue Chew then.
No,
on
my
that day.
Shane.
My lady is a very, very religious watcher of our show, and she heard about a porn star coming on, and she said, "Nope, that's not going to happen." So she booked me on a cruise ship, and she said, "We're going to Mexico instead."
I'm going
This
to-
is on
I can't
Monday.
make the podcast.
You're not gonna be here Monday?
No?
No, man, I'm going all week.
Oh, that's right. I hate you, Julian. When are you coming back?
Darn.
26th, remember?
26.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
That's right.
Oh,
You're gonna miss. You're gonna miss GCW.
Oh yeah.
Oh man.
Well, you know, the boat gets in like 8 o'clock or 9 o'clock in the morning, so we'll see.
All right. Well, let me know so I can book my flight because GCW next weekend, ladies and gentlemen, Los Angeles, California, back-to-back shows, and your
Back
boy
to
is
back
gonna be there.
Oh
GCW.
man.
So let's get into SmackDown first because let's just get that out of the way.
All right, so SmackDown was taped last week. I mean, they're in Saudi right now, so there's no.
They
way-
were? I
we
thought
did
I
not
thought it was
watch.
live.
Nah, it was still at the Smoothie King Center
Damn.
Smoothie King.
because the Smoothie King got a center. Like Power Band had one up in Sacramento.
Okay.
And so what we had is the contract signing between Naomi and Ronda Rousey and Sonya Deville and Charlotte.
Now, let me ask you this before you go any further. Why are they doing a contract signing for a tag team match that has no championship implications?
Right?
Because you want to flip a table.
We all know what happens when you do a contract
True.
signing, ladies and gentlemen. Braun Breaker clearly stated that tables are going to flip. Somebody going to get put through it. Let's just go ahead and do it.
Because you need someone to be a viable mouthpiece for Ronda Rousey and bring out some personality from her.
Oh, yes. That's difficult.
And because you need the heels to do something dastardly like sneak language into the contract and gotcha, bitches.
Gotcha.
So the
Well-
whole point of this was Ronda Rousey was like, I could beat you with one arm behind my back. And Sonya and Charlotte were like, hey, did you read the contract? And they're like, just sign it. Then it's like, we snuck in some language that said that Ronda has to have an arm behind her back.
Because she said last week, I could beat you with one arm behind your back.
Which we recently did this.
Yeah.
Who was that? Was that with Edge? No, who was that with? Who didn't read the contract?
Seth Rollins?
Oh, that was Taz. Dante Martin got over on Taz.
Yeah. Well,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
Someone else did in WWE recently also. It's just, I mean,
It's the trope that the WWE likes to do every show. Like there's always some chicanery when it comes to contract signings on WWE.
Shenanigans.
Oh my gosh, it's too much. I don't get it. I personally don't get it, but that's just me, I guess.
So the evil heels got one over baby faces.
Mm-hmm.
So the next segment was, bro, I don't know how much mileage you can get off of Ricochet breaking
Right.
Ridge Holland's nose.
That was like 2 months ago.
They're squeezing every drop out of this. And this time it was Ricochet versus Ridge Holland, right?
Sheamus.
Sheamus?
Yeah, tonight it was Ricochet versus Sheamus.
But he fought Sheamus.
Didn't we
like
have
2
that
weeks
match like 2 weeks ago?
Yeah. Rematches every week. Come on now.
Yeah. So anyway, and I got up and left because I heard them hit the same recap of them showing Ricochet breaking his nose. I was like, all right, I'm out of here.
Yeah, pretty much. This is pretty much what happened.
And Cesaro came. Cesaro does wrestle because he wrestled on main event. Yeah. So I mean, he's earning his money in some capacity.
Here's the thing about this whole. I'm really sick and tired of being sick and tired when it comes to WWE rehashing the same goddamn matches week after week.
What are you talking about? They have the best storylines each in and week out.
Okay, but I gotta say this though. Their roster is so thin.
Yeah.
That if they did not have this storyline, they would have a half-hour dead air.
Hey, that's not my fault that their roster is so fucking thin. Okay, it's not my fault that they fire someone every 30 days. It's not my fault that they shit on their whole product.
I mean, I would have taken a Madcap Moss match,
Madcap Moss,
like
where Drew is going to try to commit murder.
Madcap getting the win over somebody, that would have been cool. I'm always down for that.
Jesus
Christ. They also have Los Lotharios on the roster. We didn't get the New Day. Right?
No New Day.
Okay, so they were busy doing something.
Daytona 500.
Xavier Woods is still out injured.
Xavier Woods right now is pissed off that he got an 86 rating on the fucking game. He is mad.
Was pretty pissed off.
He was on G4 just shooting all kind of bullets at WWE.
I watched it, and he was also pretty pissed off how they gave Liv Morgan a lower overall as well.
Yo, I'm just saying he was mad at the simple fact that he was like,
Bring
I'm
in
the king
Bailey.
of the ring. Yeah, it was hilariously funny.
Bailey got a higher overall than Xavier Woods.
Yeah, well, Xavier Woods is pissed. So don't expect to see him on SmackDown anytime soon.
My friend and me, Bailey.
So they had that match. They had one of the Viking Raiders pick up a win over an Uso.
By DQ.
So there's your rubber match, meaning the Usos are going to win in Saudi.
I like the fact that he said he just had one of the Viking Raiders pick up a win over a Uso. Like, it doesn't really matter which one.
It doesn't matter.
He's like, it's an Uso. It doesn't matter.
If a Viking Raider and an Uso got in your car and you were driving Uber, could you call them by name?
If a Viking Raider and an Uso got, well, because I know both Viking Raiders by name, so yeah, I know them personally, so yeah, I would be able to call them by their name.
Hello, Ivar. Hello, Jay.
I would be like saying Eric or Ivar. So,
well, we know if it was Adam Woods,
Rowan,
he would kick the Uso out of his car.
Now he would leave the Uso in the car. He just wouldn't allow Roman Reigns in there because Adam Woods is the only tribal chief. That's right.
That White Lightning.
Mountain
Dew White Lightning.
Exactly.
Mountain Dew Baja Blast.
So I mean, getting our match of the night was our boy El Generico.
Wait,
coming back from Mexico, taking off his mask, fighting off the Jackass franchise, wrestling under the nom de plume of Sami Zayn.
Mm-hmm.
fighter of all conspiracies.
Mr. Conspiracy Theorist.
Finally, oh my God, we had wrestling history tonight.
What?
The Intercontinental Championship was defended.
Yeah, before Vera came.
And lost by Shinsuke Nakamura.
Here's the deal. Veer, look. Veer's not. Maybe Veer will join us on Monday night. I don't know.
On the podcast?
Hey, look, man. Veer has a legit fucking feud with T-Bar. Main event.
I love the fact that you're excited about T-Bar.
Crazy. But so yeah, Sami Zayn is your new Intercontinental Champion. He'll be champion through the weekend because he's not going to Saudi. And we'll see what happens.
He'll back on Monday.
He's guaranteed to be champion for at least a week.
Okay, so here's the thing. Here's the thing.
Until
you really think they're gonna job out Sami Zayn and take the title off of him like 1 week after he got 1 week after he got it? Well, 2 weeks. He'll be champ for 2 weeks actually, but do you really think they're gonna do that to him?
Yeah, I can definitely see it. To keep the conspiracy theory going.
So he can go hire Cody?
Go hire Cody
Wow.
as a lawyer.
Wow. I want to talk about Cody too, but we'll talk about that on the AEW side of this.
Can you imagine if he said, "Get Cody"?
Get Cody. Imagine if he says, "Get Rhodes."
Hey, now can you get Cody?
This is like some sort of American nightmare.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
This is like a crossroads.
Oh
my god! Something is wrong with you, bro. Something is dastardly wrong with you.
Dastardly.
I like the crossroads joke, Shane, very much.
So here's a question. Okay. If Cody does decide to show up, let's say because there's some rumors.
Yes.
There's some rumors that Cody is has flown to Portugal or some shit.
Oh, to win the Continental Championship. He's gonna change hands overnight. He's just gonna walk on TV with the IC title. Sammy gonna be like, "What the fuck?" He's like, "Oh yeah, I won this shit last night."
He was like, "I was in the Battle Royal."
You were there.
No, but really. So there's a story going on. There's a story going on that Cody was actually seen in an airport overseas. It looks like Cody might be showing up at the Elimination Chamber tomorrow morning, ladies and gentlemen. We will be here 9 a.m. tomorrow morning. Myself will be here with your boy from the Call Up Podcast, with the one and only Adam According to Woods, Mr. the Maharaja of MMA, and we were joined by Ashley Rose Nova to do our watch along for.
Wish I had the day off for you guys, but.
So I will be up early as shit.
Hey,
watching
if
WWE, so
Goldberg doesn't win, message me.
You want me to ruin it for you?
Yes, ruin it. I can care less about this pay-per-view.
You want me to ruin it for you?
Dude, I haven't set my scorecard out yet.
Oh my gosh. Well, I'm not gonna ruin it for you like the WWE did last week when they announced Sami Zayn as Intercontinental Champion for their tape show.
Hey, you want to continue to watch our show? We're gonna tell you that
it was a tape show. I mean, come on.
The show was lackluster. It wasn't as great as this AEW Rampage slam dunk tonight. I'll tell you that.
I'm pretty worried about Sonya Deville in Saudi.
Let's talk about that because the Saudi government doesn't like women.
They really don't.
I mean, it's historically true. They don't like women and they don't like reporters.
And
yeah.
They don't like the same sex.
That's the reason why we talk about Saudi blood money, and we talk about why certain people like Sami Zayn, or why Kevin Owens wouldn't go over to
formerly
Saudi Arabia.
known Aleister Black, known as Malachi Black, don't go to Saudi.
Maybe that explains what happened to Vic Venom.
Vic Venom.
When Saudi never came back.
Oh my God.
Shit. Yeah, so I'm pretty worried about stuff. Yeah. Hopefully, they'll just do something like, "Hey, I changed my mind."
Yeah, well, it's gonna be a pretty interesting event.
Yeah,
but I don't want to get into that right now. Let's talk about this situation with Sonya. Shane, the floor is yours.
Okay, so mainly Saudi does not like or does not allow people that like the same sex marriage. And if like either like even enters in Saudi, they'll like either mainly off with their heads.
Hey, we're not joking, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
Saudi government is notorious for doing some heinous acts.
Yes. And people wonder why we're all against the whole Saudi
Right.
Saudi Arabia events thing. And because of that.
So basically, what Shane is getting at is this: he's a little worried that Sonya Deville being being part of um the I'm trying to think of a positive way of saying it.
It's kind of hard to think of a positive way to say it.
Well, no, I mean, no, don't get me wrong. There's nothing not positive about it.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to think of a way to state that it would be acceptable on a podcast.
Right.
Because she's not of the heterosexual. That's a better word. Because she's
Yeah.
not heterosexual demographic. The Saudi government has a very big problem with things
Very
like that.
strict rule, just like backwards
Yeah.
over there.
And I mean, you can call it backwards all you want, but I mean, I'm just saying it's a very bad thing, so to
Yes.
speak. And I mean, I don't blame him. I'm kind of worried myself.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
We just hope that like the match like somehow will change with a different superstar and it'll just be a surprise something. That's all I hope for.
Well, I mean, no. I mean, don't remove her from the show.
Correct.
I
Yeah.
mean, the WWE is. I mean, okay. So I bash the WWE a lot about a lot of stupid things that they do, but they are trying to break down walls and change the narrative, so to speak, when it comes to female athletes in Saudi Arabia. I mean, they
Right.
can't treat their female athletes like professional wrestlers in the fucking States. So they'll go over to a country that is opposed to women being athletes and opposed to women being anything but servants. They're going to take the women over there and they're going to showcase the women over there. Ronda Rousey, Charlotte Flair, and Naomi. Okay, now those are three women that. Well, two of those three women can go over there and not have so much of a problem. But then you have Naomi, who is an African American woman, definitely might have a problem over there.
Oh.
And then you got Sonya Deville, definitely might have a problem over there. So
Yes.
hopefully the WWE learned this lesson and they will make this match happen and get out of
And let it
Dallas quick.
happen.
Oh, real
I,
quick.
I would hope that when the Saudi government comes to them and says, "Hey, we are going to give you $50 million to bring us the show," that WWE has the wherewithal as a company to say, "Okay, but
We know they don't.
here's our
don't even fool yourself.
stipulations.
Don't even fool yourself.
Our talent must be treated as such."
This is coming from the same
I
people
agree.
who kidnapped the WWE and made them stay on a tarmac at an airport for 16 hours.
If it wasn't for that, we would have got the greatest NXT invasion of all time.
Well, speaking of NXT,
What? Did I miss something?
congratulations to Candice LeRae and Johnny Gargano.
Oh, their baby was born.
Their baby was born February 17th, 2022.
Aw.
The baby's name is
Julian.
Quill. Damn it. As in Peter Quill from Guardians of the Galaxy.
Hey, that's
It's
awesome.
so cute because on Johnny Gargano's Twitter, it says, welcome to Earth, Quill. And there's a picture, there's like a cassette tape of Quill. It says Quill Gargano.
Oh,
And there's a Rocky Raccoon
Nice.
stuffed animal.
that's awesome.
And then there's a Guardians of the Galaxy, the Saga Begins comic book
Wow.
in the crib. It's such a beautiful picture. I'll share it with you guys privately on Twitter, but It's so friggin' cute.
That's
I
adorable.
want to give them a quick shout out. Johnny Gargano. Hopefully, we'll show up at AEW soon. And shout out to Kenneth LeRae, formerly of
Yes.
AOW in California. Worked a couple matches with her out there. Pretty cool chick. Welcome to Parenthood, ladies and gentlemen. It's not an easy thing.
Boy, it's
not an easy thing.
It's gonna be a trip.
You are a little girl too.
You are responsible for raising a socially responsible human being.
Can you, man? I've raised two. Can you believe it?
Their own free will.
I've raised two. Can you believe it?
Two of my own. Let me tell you
my two haven't killed anybody yet. They haven't committed any violent crimes.
Yeah.
I've kept them off the pole. I'm doing my job. My daughter will tell you.
Keep them out of jail.
I got 0 kids, not that I know of, but yeah, I got 0 kids.
Not that you know of. Shane, stop being a whore. Look, ladies and gentlemen, before we get to AEW Rampage, we're gonna go to a quick commercial break, and we're gonna try to sort this guy Shane out because Shane over here spreading his seed like he Walt Chamberlain. Will Chamberlain
all over town.
Mm-hmm. That's what she said.
Drive me insane! All these rules are lame, have been taking all the fun out! Drive me insane! All these rules are lame, have been taking all the fun out! Drive me insane! All these
When you want to get your hair cut, you go get your hair cut right. You head down to Big D's Barbershop. Big D's Barbershop, Vancouver, Washington's best and brightest. 1019 Main Street, Vancouver, Washington, where you can go get your hair lined up, cuts, fades, shampoos, conditions, and all the great things that go with supporting a local barbershop in a local business area. You can also reach them online at www.bigdsbarbershop.com. Go get your haircut right.
These are more than just the sounds of a safe place to go after school. These are the sounds of interest being ignited and of mentors making an impact. At Boys and Girls Clubs, we don't do just one thing. We do whatever it takes to meet the needs of every kid who comes through those doors. Because whatever it takes is what it takes to build great futures. Great futures start here.
Gentlemen,
We're back.
let's talk about this. AEW Rampage. My God, tonight was a fucking stellar card. And
I didn't even know it was on at 4.
You know, I didn't know
Because it came on early. You missed it.
Yeah, but thank God for DVR, baby. Thank God
I don't even
for
have
DVR. Hey, shut your mouth, dude. Don't worry about what the I got.
What? You living in the Stone Ages? You got Twitch, but not a DVR? What's wrong with you, Shane?
Wow.
I used my mom's Xfinity account. That's how I watched it.
Wow. Well, look, let me tell you this, ladies and gentlemen. This is the most exciting 1 hour of professional wrestling you can have, ladies and gentlemen. The exciting 1 hour. I mean, I know WWE is debuting their NXT Level Up tonight.
Level Up.
So once I'm done here, I'm going to go explore Level Up and let's see if the pending Friday Night War between NXT and Rampage. Would you rather see?
Do we really want to call it a war, though?
Would you rather see Malik Blade or would you rather see Hook? Just saying.
Malik Blade.
Exactly. So tonight,
Calling me intrigued.
Man, yeah. Well,
Swap a DVR.
Yeah, exactly. Tonight we had Trent Beretta versus Jay White, the leader of the Bullet Club. Jay White, the one of the 3 men who have held every New Japan Pro Wrestling Championship: the Intercontinental, the Openweight, the IWGP Championship, and the IWGP United States Championship. Not many men have done that, and Jay White's not even 30 years old yet.
He's not.
So we start to show off with Excalibur, Taz, Ricky Starks, and Chris F. and Jericho on commentary. They basically talk about Adam Cole, what Adam Cole somewhat challenging Adam Page for the AEW World Championship for
Oh, man, we got
Revolution.
Correct.
2 Adams.
So Adam
The
Cole,
other Adam Cole and
comes
the other
out,
Adam.
gets his pop, and the Dark Order come out with 10, and 10 just storms to the ring. 10's like, fuck it, let's go.
10
10 came in, established right away he is a stronger wrestler. He was just basically just shoulder tackling and just tossing Cole around. It was so bad to where Taz was like, Taz was like throwing someone from corner to corner is 2022's version of the powerbomb, because everyone's doing it.
Right.
So 10 basically beat Adam Cole for a long time until Cole drop kicked him in the knee, and Cole worked that knee for the longest time. It got to the point to where Cole went for a Panama Sunrise, and 10 countered it with a lackluster spear, but a spear comes from the legs.
The
Obviously, he
lackluster
couldn't use it.
spear.
Lackluster spear, because he's barely just got him. But think about it. 10
Okay,
locked him in a full Nelson and was
I'll
swinging
buy
him like
that.
a tree.
The 10 lock.
Yeah, locked him in the 10 lock, just swinging him around. They basically Cole shoved him into Aubrey Edwards. You know how much I can't stand Aubrey Edwards.
Why you
So
don't
he got
because of
got
some-
babyface
some
pop.
3-2-1 battle stuff in Washington. She's one of those referees that needs to have a gimmick. Like remember that one for referee T-Rex?
Oh, yeah.
The only referee that was out selling merch at merch tables, or trying to sell merch at
Yeah.
merch tables while wrestlers were trying to make their money.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that shit.
Was he selling rep shirts?
He was wearing. She was selling a shirt with a fucking dinosaur, a T-Rex, with a referee shirt on it. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it was one of those things. Anyway, so
Can you
Cole hits
pretend to
Panama
have T-Rex
Sunrise.
arms to reach your wallet?
Yeah, exactly. Anyway, Cole hits the Panama Sunrise, and tries to get the win, but ends up getting blocked twice. So he basically gives him a low blow. Then a series of super kicks, one to the front, one to the back of the head, gives him the knee strike in the back of the head, lowering the boom, whatever it's called, and gets the pin. It was a pretty good match. After the match, Kyle O'Reilly and Bobby Fish came down to congratulate Cole. Commentators talked up the MJF versus CM Punk rivalry again. Now, what a lot of people didn't realize, and I think Shane was one of the ones that didn't realize it. Shane was like, when Adam Cole said, when CM Punk said he was all alone on Valentine's. He wasn't saying he was all alone, but without his wife. See, MJF keeps saying that he's better than Piper in Portland.
I love it how they're just name
And
dropping
the reason
Portland.
why CM Punk was sitting on the ground when he pulled the chain out, and he looked up and said, "Will you be my Valentine?" Because of the legendary dog collar chain match between Greg the Hammer Valentine and Roddy Piper. So, if MJF says that he is Piper in Portland, well, CM Punk is saying that he's Piper in Portland, and that MJF is going to be his Greg Valentine, and he's going to beat the shit out of him with that chain.
Gotcha.
Valentine versus Piper, 1989 for the NWA United States Championship, I believe.
It was a blood
One
bath.
of the bloodiest fucking dog collar matches in the history of professional wrestling.
I believe it.
Yeah.
Go back and look it up. I'm telling you, Roddy Piper is a legend. Greg the Hammer Valentine is a legend. And matches like that are the reasons why they're legends.
Yep.
Chef's kiss. This is gonna be a fucking bloodbath. CM Punk is gonna get his comeuppance. I mean, yeah, pin me twice. Shit, okay, that's cool. I'm just gonna beat the shit out of you with a 20-pound chain. No biggie. It's gonna be one of the best matches at Revolution.
I'm excited.
Your boy Will Hobbs takes
Yeah.
on Dante Martin in a face of the Revolution qualifying match. Now, I didn't realize it until I seen him walking out to the ring. Remember Fire and Ice?
Yep, sure
Yeah.
do.
Norton and Ice Train?
Yep, sure do.
Imagine Ice Train wearing Scott Norton singlet. That right there is your boy Will Hobbs.
Exactly what he looked like.
It just dawned on me. That's why I said to you guys, I was like, well, he looks
Dude,
like
when I
fucking-
saw the airbrushed overalls,
Yes. Yeah, you were thinking
like,
something
all right.
for some D's, though. You were like, kick it with me.
like this some Belle Biv DeVoe shit. Okay.
Oh
Like,
man,
all
he
right.
was like poison.
Poison.
But yeah, so this match, was actually pretty. It was pretty even until your boy Dante Martin was the biggest botch of the night.
Big boy.
Oh no.
In the commentary, they covered it up so great. Dante Martin springboard to the top rope like he's going to springboard to the outside and falls backwards. Lands on his back.
Yeah.
Ooh.
No, look. Like I said, ladies and gentlemen, I tell you, I will blast WWE if they do something stupid. Here's me blasting AEW right now. The fact that Dante Martin jumped to the top rope and fell backwards, and the commentators were like, that was a good move by Will Hobbs by shoving him off the ropes. Hobbs is still on the fucking ground.
Hey, man. Hey, last week we saw Hook's opponent just tired from the beating Hook gave him. Try to do the diving crossbody off the top rope and just ran out of gas and just went.
No, Hook was like, yo, man, not today.
And he
like,
fell
not
short.
today, Satan.
So, it happens.
Oh, man.
You probably watched that match from last week. You're like, maybe I should do that.
You
I
run out
bet
of gas
that dude was sitting there
sometimes.
like, I bet he was sitting back there in the back like, I'm a fucking idiot. I can't believe I did that. Somebody gonna put that shit on.
Especially on
Botches
the
of wrestling. Well, this match was pretty, like I said, pretty even for most part. We went to that stupid picture-in-picture, which I can't stand.
Picture.
Yeah.
But Hobbs got oh my god, that spine buster Hobbs gave Dante Martin.
Hobbs is a pretty good spine buster.
I think Dante Martin may have shit on himself after that spine buster because I know I would have. He drilled him in the ground like a hammer to a nail. I swear to God. So he got the pin out of nowhere. After that,
Man, the ladder match continues.
So Shane's gonna get his wish. You got Keith Lee, you got Wardlow, and now you got
my goodness.
Powerhouse Hobbs. Big sweaty men slapping meats
big meaty man slapping them
with
meats.
freaking ladders
in a ladder match.
Can you imagine? Look. Someone on Wrestle Talk this morning. They were talking about this on Wrestle Talk earlier today. And my, they got their wish. They were talking about they wanted to have these big meaty men slapping meat.
Big meaty man.
It's gonna be a big crazy just douche is getting smashed. So can you imagine Wardlow picking up someone and power bombing them on the ladder, right? And then Keith Lee is like, I can do that. Picks him up and power bombs someone else on the ladder. And then Will Hobbs is like, man, I can fucking do that too. And pick up the ladder and power bomb it on somebody. Can you imagine the carnage that's going to happen on the show?
Oh my God.
Dude, JR's going to have a stroke.
Oh my God. There's so much.
Oh God, that ladder's got a family.
There's this prime beef right here.
There's like so much big meaty man. I don't know what
God,
to say.
that ladder has a family.
Oh God. Stone Cold.
Oh, God damn, I missed that man.
Will Hobbs.
Can you imagine if he just said, God damn, I miss Stone Cold? I'm going to say it one more time. Stone Cold.
Well, hey, he might be able to say Stone Cold at WrestleMania because I think Shane said he would like to see Stone Cold versus Kevin Owens.
I actually wouldn't mind it. I mean, it does make sense.
Well, that's what's going to happen. Stone Cold versus Kevin Owens.
Kevin Owens has been running down Texas.
And Stone Cold has always said.
Stone Cold graciously allowed him to use a stunner.
Yeah.
Now you going to talk shit about Texas?
Right.
Your mouth checks, your ass can't cash.
And Stone Cold always said, you will not come back if the story does not make sense.
Shane,
and Stunner versus Stunner makes a perfect sense. So,
Shane, I just want to know one thing.
What?
Is it true that all your exes live in Texas?
No.
Jesus Christ. Shane, you're not the comedian that Julian is. At least Julian would have picked up on that reference right away. Speaking of picking up on a reference, picking up on a reference, Jade Cargill's interview backstage.
The bunny.
Matt Hardy comes in and he comes in and he's with the bunny. And basically he says that he's going to challenge, the bunny's going to challenge Jade Cargill next week on Rampage for the TBS Championship. Now, I just got to say.
Is that how it works now?
Apparently, I just got to say one thing, though. Jade Cargill came dressed in a fucking bodysuit with a green bodysuit.
Don't you watch your Instagram?
Hold on. No.
Oh,
A green bodysuit with dollar bills on it, right? With green ass hair. She tells him, she says, I walk like money. I talk like money. She goes, hey, Matt, come here real quick. And she leans in close to him like this. And I smell like money. I was like, oh, okay. I get it now. I'm a Jade Cargill fan. The girl can talk. The girl can walk. And she's getting tutored by Bryan Danielson. So the girl can fucking work. So I said it. She's going to kill the bunny next week.
There's a lot there to unpack, but okay.
Hey, but I'm just saying. She's 26 and 0.
Yeah, 26.
Your boy 29 so now what?
29.
Yeah, Jade Cargill. What I say? 29
She has to
I
catch
walk
up.
like money. I talk like money. And I spend money. Now what?
Wow. I spend money.
Mm.
He don't smell like money, I think. But like Old Spice.
No, Spice. Oh man! So the best part of the night for me, Serena Deeb, the 5-minute rookie challenge.
The 5-minute rookie challenge.
My God, she wrestled this chick named Angelique Risk. Angelique Risk is from
Angelica.
She is from the Nightmare Factory. She does a lot of those Nightmare Factory. They do like the Nightmare Factory shows on YouTube. So
is this gonna be their feeder system, their jobber feeder system now?
Well, yeah. The Nightmare Factory is where it's like where like a lot of the AEW Dark Revelation workers come from.
Well, what I'm saying,
10 is one of the coaches there, huh?
10?
With Cody now taking his departure.
Oh well, yeah. So this was funny. The match lasted 2 minutes and 55 seconds. Another 2 minutes and 55 seconds. For about 2 minutes, Serena Deeb was like, "Yo, I can kill you. Here, let me do this real quick. We're gonna do this. Boom. She's gonna give you like a fucking full Nelson, slingshot you to the ropes. She's gonna give you a snap mare. She's gonna kick you in the back. Okay, you know what? Let's time to tap you out." It was so quick. It was a picture-in-picture commercial break. That's how fast it was. Okay.
Damn.
I want to see Rodney Mack come out and give her a hug.
Wow.
Like you done well.
Shout out to Rodney Mack with that one. It was actually she has the very best gimmick in professional wrestling.
The professor, man, come on.
She
The
is
Professor.
the greatest women's wrestler right now.
The hold of 1,005 submission.
Man, yes. So next week we're gonna have. Well, here let me run down this next match before. No, you know what? No, let's talk about the matches booked for next week.
All right.
New matches announced for Revolution. The AEW World Women's Championship. Britt Baker versus Thunder Rosa.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Hangman Adam Page defends the world title against Adam Cole.
Mm-hmm.
Next week, Jade Cargill takes on the Bunny for the TBS title. CM Punk versus MJF in a dog collar match at Revolution.
On Dynamite?
On Revolution.
At Revolution. Okay.
You know, I'm gonna give you the Revolution card. I just want to give you the Dynamite stuff that was right there. So this is what we have next week. This is what's gonna be on Dynamite next week. Okay. Malachi Black and Brody King versus Penta El Zero and the Bastard Pack. Tag Team Battle Royal to determine the first of 2 number 1 contenders for the AEW World Tag Team belts at Revolution. Eddie Kingston and Chris Jericho will face to face. Jade Cargill versus the Bunny.
Hold on. Rewind that. Battle Royal to determine
the first of 2 number 1 contenders for the Tag Team Championships that will be defended in a triple threat match at AEW Revolution.
Yes.
So the last 2 remaining people.
Last 2 remaining teams. What's going to happen is, so let's say, okay, so the Bucks, Red Dragon, there's like a whole shitload of tag teams in this thing.
It really is.
The Ass Boys.
Ass Boys.
New ass champ.
Private Party. Some other people. Shit. I can't think of all the teams in this thing, but I will put together later on
FTR.
tonight. Yeah,
FTR.
FTR. So here's the thing though. If let's say FTR wins the first one, all the losers go into the second one.
Oh.
Gotcha. Okay.
And that's
That
gonna be
makes
like
sense.
a casino royale. So I guess it's gonna be
Okay.
like
So the runner
me
up.
and Julian are a team, and Julian gets eliminated, but I'm still in there. So if I win, me and Julian still get a shot at the tag belts.
Okay.
Oh.
So I'm assuming that's what's gonna happen. So Dynamite looks pretty stacked. I mean, you coach can have a couple of the battle royal, 2 battle royals, the first of the 1 battle royal. Then you're gonna have Malachi Black and Brody King versus Pentel 0M and Bastard Pack, which we assume will be the debut of Buddy Murphy or Buddy Matthews or just Matthew.
Not your
If
buddy.
he came in as Matthew, that'd be kind of awesome because the whole dark Bible gimmick they're doing here.
Yes.
Yeah, so that'd be kind of cool. But so we're gonna have that match. Anything Malachi Black does and Brody King, just fucking savage. But Eddie Kingston's gonna beat the shit out of Jericho. Let's just call it what it is.
Yes.
Thank God.
Hopefully.
And then we have Jay Cargo versus the Bunny, which is another squash match courtesy of Jay Cargo. So Dynamite's gonna be pretty sick. But Revolution is looking really good, and I can tell you right now, we're gonna have Bryan Danielson versus Jon Moxley at Revolution.
All right, I'm with it.
I can see it.
So Revolution is going to be Sunday, March 8th, which means on Sunday, March 6th.
You know what we didn't talk about during this whole week?
That'd be a BCW show that day. God damn.
No, not that. Nick Wayne signing an AEW contract. Nick Wayne.
We gotta have Jade Cargill sign a contract in the ring.
Yeah,
Got
so
to.
she could choke slam somebody. Just to...
No, just so she can say the word bitch.
Hey, look, that TBS Sheviship, that bitch show, whatever she wants to call it, that's great. But ain't nobody, and I mean nobody, should be able to say anything. Should be able to say anything about a bitch.
But
this is Nyla Rose.
Hey, look,
surprise, bitch.
Hey, look, tonight when Ronda Rousey said, "What? You forget how to spell your name? It's BITC."
Oh
that was
my
pretty
God.
damn funny. That was pretty damn funny.
Really
Somebody wrote that for her. I'm quite sure.
I'm pretty sure someone did.
She stuck with it, and it was good. It was good shit. Such good shit.
Good shit, man.
Oh my God.
You know, did we even talk about the
Such
whole
good
Roman
shit.
and Goldberg segment?
No.
Do we gotta?
No.
Okay.
Let's
Fuck
talk about
Goldberg.
Big E. Fucking anyway. Let's go to the match, the main event. Jay White versus Trent Beretta. Oh my God, these guys fucking beat the shit out of each other. One of the best matches on the entire show. Jay White is a pimp. The dude can work. The dude has a presence, and I mean, we all know Jay White because New Japan and the new the
Jay
Bullet
White
Club,
is good.
but Jay White coming into AEW for the first time on a North American television program.
Yep.
Does
Or-
nothing for me.
What?
Wow.
Dude, Jay White has never
Are you
done
kidding?
anything for me.
Are you
He's-
serious, Julian?
He's always been, to me, he's always been a
Well,
cheap
are you
Kenny
serious?
Omega.
Wow.
You know what?
And I know I understand your perspective, but when I see him in the ring, when I see his promos, I just go, He looks like just a dude in a leather jacket who's just, hey,
Dead
look
by
at
Daylight.
me. Like
Wow.
I give zero. I
Wow.
never
I mean,
have.
You know what?
okay.
I think I'm on Babylon's side now about the whole reunited 3MB thing.
Wow. I mean, look. Okay, so look. No. This is why I love having you guys on the show. This is why I love the show. I love the show for the simple fact that we don't always have to agree,
Right?
and we can have a debate about it, and we can talk about it, and fans can listen to us debate about it, and they can just let us know. Look, Trent, I didn't see that. I mean, for a long time,
Trent
I didn't see the whole like, wow, why is Trent so great? Why is fucking Orange Cassidy
Trent,
so great?
From when I first saw him, I started watching New Japan shows. Shout out to Jason Thompson.
Mm-hmm.
I started watching New Japan shows probably about 3 years ago, and started with with Wrestle Kingdom, and got exposed to a lot of stuff and saw some things where I was like the anime characters dancing on stage. Like, what the fuck is that? There's a lot of cultural disconnect. The big thing about the Gaijin holding the titles in New Japan to get the product more eyes, like, I got that. And I saw the whole Bullet Club thing and like how wildly popular it was. And I think I came in probably Bullet Club right after Finn Balor got kicked out.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
AJ Styles.
So kind of,
I think same here.
a third of the way in, if you will. So I watched a lot of Bullet Club stuff, and then of course started watching the J Cup things. Started watching the tag segments. Totally got into the Bad Luck Fale and Guerrillas of Destiny and all that. And then I saw like the introduction. So MVP was the first IWGP US champion.
Mm-hmm.
Saw that part. Saw Shelton wrestling over there. Saw the stuff with Cheeseburger, which was just like hilarious to me.
Brock was over there too for a little bit.
Yeah, saw Brock do his stuff.
Brock held the IWGP Championship for hostage.
Really?
Yes, he held the belt hostage. He was like, I ain't giving it back to you. Fuck you.
They also did Kurt Angle versus Brock, and I saw that match, and I was like, man, that was.
Well, I'll tell you this. I lived in a New Japan dojo when Brock Lesnar was training for New Japan, and they came to the dojo and they made us all stay away from the ring area while Brock Lesnar was with fucking Antonio Inoki.
Oh wow!
And in case you guys don't know, Antonio Inoki is a fucking 7 foot tall ass Asian guy. Like, god damn, he's tall.
You don't want to mess with him.
No, and he would beat your ass. I mean, he fought fucking Muhammad Ali. Like, come on.
So, dude, it's crazy if you go watch the old New Japan stuff. When you talk about people being over, being over in Japan is a little bit different.
Yes.
Just because of the culture and the way that the crowd reacts to you. So when you get a different reaction from that crowd, like you're over. Stan Hansen was
Hansen, Dr. Death, and Vader.
Vader, dude. Hey, look. American TV didn't really get Vader with the whole Vader.
The Mastodon out yet.
Yeah.
Smoke come out of it.
America didn't get full Vader. When Vader came out in Japan with the costume pieces, I mean, that shit
on that long ass ramp, putting that helmet down and going, yep.
Man. I mean, that was like some super Comic-Con cosplay shut down the show type of shit. And so it was crazy. So taking all that into consideration and taking all the Okada versus Omega, Shinsuke and AJ and all this,
you mean
Jay
when wrestling
White
was
comes
good?
in and I'm just kind of like, eh.
Wow.
And then he came to the Ring of Honor. I was kind of like, eh. And I mean, I get it. The dude works his ass off, and I saw the work he was doing. I just was,
right.
I think he was like the fourth match after Steamboat Savage to me,
Interesting.
But anyway, that's just me.
Well, okay, so I get where you're going with that. I totally understand. Now, hear me out.
I got you.
Jay White. Jay White is a new. How can I say this? Jay White is a new. Well, it was a young boy back in the day. And what people, if you don't understand what a young boy is, ladies and gentlemen, a young boy is a student that is basically, bound to being a trainee, so to speak, being a, how can I say this? Fucking like being a slave to the industry.
Yeah.
Someone who's
when you're
who's
wrestling
gonna
as a young boy, you are
paying your
dressed in
dues.
Basics.
Yes. It's about paying your dues, I guess what I'm trying to get at is the purpose of Jay White. Jay White coming into the industry as a new leader of the Bullet Club. The Bullet Club is probably the most over entity in New Japan Pro Wrestling. Guys like Shinsuke Nakamura. Guys like Kenny Omega, the Bucks, Adam Cole, Cody Rhodes, all those guys, Gallows and Anderson, all those guys, Balak Fale, Tama Tonga, Tangaloa, all those guys, even Haku, all members of the Bullet Club.
Yep.
Okay. Bullet Club was so popular that the NWO became an offshoot of the Bullet Club, so to speak.
Correct.
So the point I'm making is Jay White being the leader of the Bullet Club is a huge thing in Japan. Him coming to the United States, this is someone that spent the majority of his career wrestling in Japan. So he's built his career on strong style. He's built his career on a place that's not about showmanship. It's about the work.
Yes.
Correct.
The United States is about, let's just be honest.
Entertainment.
In the United States, if you were a big muscle-bound guy with taking clothesline and body slam someone, you're going to be a fucking star. If you're a hot blonde with blue eyes and a perfect body with no wrestling ability, you'll be the Divas champion because that's what they look for, things like that. They're not looking for wrestlers.
Mm-hmm.
They're not looking for wrestlers. They're looking for entertainers. In Japan, they are looking for wrestlers. And Jay White is one of the most pure wrestlers over there.
He's really good.
I would love to see Jay White versus Hook. I would like to see Jay White versus Bryan Danielson, Jay White versus CM Punk, Jay White versus fucking Lee Moriarty, Jay White versus assholes like Zack Sabre Jr. because I fucking can't stand that piece of shit.
Yeah, Zack Sabre Jr.
I fucking hate Zack Sabre Jr. He's an arrogant piece of shit. It's cool. It's good to be good, but to be good and super arrogant is a whole different get down.
Yeah.
That's why he doesn't translate well to the United States. But you got a guy who's a wrestler, not an entertainer. So you're looking at the Western version of wrestling. You're not looking at the whole global version of wrestling. That's why you're not impressed by Jay White.
I see exactly what you're saying, and I think where the dichotomy falls in for me is I recognize the fact that he's a wrestler,
Mm-hmm.
and I want him to keep that same energy in his presentation.
I get you.
And so in his presentation, he's the flashy, cool guy, and hey, I'm Bullet Club for life, and da-da-da-da-da. In presentation, he's not wrestler, and that's not how he comes across. And it's kind of like, ooh, just wait until you see me in the ring. The guys who are the strict wrestlers, who are the technicians, they let you know from the get-go, on and cracking. We're going to get in the ring. I'm going to do da-da-da-da-da. And I'm going to stretch you from here to Sunday.
But that's what he did in this match. That's exactly what he did in this match.
But in his presentation, whenever I've seen him on the New Japan press conferences, he really tries to do the sports entertainment talk.
Oh, I get you. He's trying too hard to be westernized when he's not westernized.
Correct.
Okay.
Correct. He tries to be westernized in presentation, but then he tries to be purely technical in the ring.
Gotcha.
And so it's kind of like if The Rock turned the people's elbow into some technical submission move, and you were like, wait, what the fuck's he doing? This isn't the people's elbow.
Yeah, no, this is the people's
This
elbow.
is the
The hell
people's
is it?
hammerlock. What's he doing? This
The
is
people's
bullshit.
hammerlock.
Get the fuck out of here with this. I'm looking for a cartoonishly ridiculous move that's not supposed to make sense. He's actually doing something that works. I don't want this.
No.
Which is, I mean, that's what we're top explanation. But I mean, that's to me what his presentation has been. I'm just kind of like, whatever. All right.
Yeah.
Now, Bryan Danielson, he's found a way to make it work where he's like, I'm the in-ring technician and I do a extremely well presentation of myself outside of the ring during my talk. And by the way, when we get in the ring on Sunday, I'm going to stretch your ass from ring post to ring post.
Yep.
And you're going to pay the price because I'm the best in the world. Bam. That's it. And that's what you get.
All he had to say was WrestleMania for him to still get booed.
That was awesome, though.
Yeah.
And I get what you're saying. I totally 1,000% get what you're saying about that. I just think that if you're going to give him if you're going to look at him in a specific type of way, you got to give him, you got to give him a pass on not being a entertainer. Because I'll say it like this: as a professional wrestler who takes his wrestling seriously, if The Rock gave me the people's elbow, I wouldn't sell that shit.
You're supposed to.
You got to.
I would not sell that lame shit. I would not sell that lame shit.
$5,000 to sell that.
That's like me fucking hitting you with the clothesline with my pinky. Are you gonna bump on that shit?
Yes, I
If
will.
I call it the people's pinky, are you gonna take that?
I would totally sell that.
As a fan, if I gave my pinky to Big Show,
if you wound up your pinky,
if
because
I
we all know
walked up
kinetic
to the Big
energy,
Show,
you gotta wind it up.
if I walked to the Big Show and said, "Boop" with my pinky, and that 500-pound dude takes a bump, as a wrestling fan, I'd be like, "This is some fucking fake shit. I'm gonna change the channel and watch the soap operas." That's what I would do.
Hey, look, man.
How dare you?
The finger poking dude wasn't that bad. Kevin Nash sold the shit out of it.
Yeah,
he did sell the shit out of that bump. Oh my god!
Damn. That was a hell of a flatback he took off the finger poking dude.
Man, he fucking took that bump like it was WrestleMania.
Oh, and by the way, Dolph Ziggler did explain there wasn't just water in what Ciampa threw in his face.
Oh yeah.
It still wasn't just water. It was more than water than that.
Not water. It's
not water. Grayson Waller.
Grayson Waller. It's not Grayson Waller. Oh, that fucking guy. I can't stand him. Grayson Waller. Just the name Waller. It's just me crazy. So I mean, like I said, Jay White defeats Trent Beretta in a very hard fought match. It was really good. I just think that AEW is firing on all cylinders. They got a great show coming this the 6th, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it should be great. We can go to a movie theater and watch it, or you can watch it at home.
I think I'll be going to the theater.
Like we did last
Yeah.
time. You know what we should do? Let's do this, Julian. Let's do this. Ladies and gentlemen, we went to a theater. Julian is in California. I'm in Oregon. We went to a theater to watch it separately. Why don't we stream live and do a watch along from the theater with all the crazy people? Because hey, I will tell you, Julian will tell you too. Those people in the theater were fucking about that life about wrestling.
For real.
Dude, I had so much fun at the theater. Like it was like actually being at the pay-per-view.
Yeah, it was.
People were cheering, people were booing, people were getting pissed, throwing popcorn at the screen. Man, it was awesome.
I mean, it was
Man,
just like
do I feel
being-
bad for people who have to clean up the theaters after a wrestling event?
Yeah, I feel bad for people
dude,
that clean up
security
theaters,
came
period.
in 3 or 4 times.
Yeah, they were like,
What
you guys
the
are getting
fuck?
too fucking rowdy in here.
It's a
They're like,
wrestling
what's the
show.
hell
What do
going
you
on over here?
expect? Well,
Hey,
first of
I
all, they
would
should have
say,
known.
let's
They should've known that.
let's do a watch along. Let's do a watch along from the theater.
Isn't that illegal to do that?
Shane,
Isn't it?
it's not illegal
So they
to
catch
do a
you.
watch along at a theater if we're not screening, if we're not showing the video on our phones, if we're just talking about it, if we're like streaming on our phones, talking to each other about it, it's not illegal. It's not illegal.
without annoying the people around us.
I'd be like, dude, get the people involved, and they'd be like, yo, man, I'm doing a podcast right now. You want to be on it?
Really? No way. What's the podcast?
Shane, do you like pudding?
I like putting you over.
I was gonna say you put these nuts in your mouth, but okay.
Counter that one.
Shane.
It's like chain wrestling.
Ah, man.
All right, so look, ladies and gentlemen, before we go, let's all wish Julian another happy birthday because he's gonna be on a boat. He's gonna be on a boat, motherfucker.
On a motherfucking boat.
Man, he's on a boat. His girlfriend's like, his fiance's like, yo, you gonna have adult entertainers on your show? Something? No, you is not gonna be on that show.
Nope, going on the boat.
No. By the way, Julian, do I see a Money in the Bank briefcase behind you?
Yeah, Julian, explain the money in the bank briefcase. Explain it to us.
Explain it.
I mean, we know what it's about, but explain to the fans why you have one.
Because it was my birthday yesterday. And my lovely fiance gave me a piece of WB memorabilia. But guess what's inside the Money in the Bank briefcase?
A contract. You can cash in on any podcast you want for the Roundtable Pro Wrestling Podcast Championship.
No,
Oh, thank God!
it's a book.
It's a book. And what is the book?
It is a pictorial history of WrestleMania.
Oh,
Wow.
So it was WrestleMania 1 through 35, and it just has like stats and information from all the WrestleManias and the
Man, that's what I
the
need.
pictures and all that in there. It's very, very interesting.
Julian, you got yourself a winner right there, buddy. Shayla,
I
you was
sure
a
do.
winner. You was a winner, girl. You was a winner.
I sure do.
Yep.
Man.
Man, but you can
Man,
really
oh, man.
use that Money in the Bank briefcase and cash in a Babla.
Hey, shut your mouth. Shut your
What?
mouth. I
Huh?
don't ask you anything, Shane. You don't ask you anything.
Huh? I
That's
wasn't
what
saying
you're
anything. But yeah, you can seriously cash in on it.
Shut your mouth.
What? I'm not saying anything. But for real, you can like
Hey, shut
seriously
up.
cash. What?
So, ladies and gentlemen, while Shane is muted, he can't say shit. Thank you very much for joining us here on the Roundtable Pro Wrestling Podcast. Julian, since it's your birthday, week, it's his
My birthday
week,
month,
ladies and
man.
gentlemen. Damn, you're going the whole month?
Yeah, I'm taking all 30
Remember,
days.
remember July 1st, my birthday. We're celebrating July 4th.
Woo
We're gonna have fireworks and shit. We're gonna
Oh.
blow shit up. Sorry, I shouldn't say that online.
Merc,
I'm
fuck
not a
yeah.
terrorist. Yeah. So let's do this, man. Let's do this.
Let's do this.
Why do you guys sound so seductive, Shane? What's
Why
wrong
not?
with you? Julian, tell the people they can watch us every week.
Ladies and gentlemen, every week, if you're in the Portland, Oregon area, you want to watch us on YouTube, you want to listen to us on your podcast? Nah, you want to see us on TV. You want to see all this. Just see these beautiful men on your TV talking about wrestling. Well, you can do it 3 times a week in the Portland, Oregon area on Mondays at 10 p.m. on Channel 22 Xfinity TV and Channel 8002 CenturyLink TV. You missed out on Monday? Come back on Tuesday at 9:30 p.m. on Channel 23 Xfinity TV and Channel 8003 CenturyLink TV. And better yet, if you missed us yet again or you just want to triple down for the week, join us on Wednesdays at 9:30 p.m. on Channel 11 Xfinity TV and CenturyLink TV.
Man, we doing a lot. We are doing a whole lot of shit,
Oh,
man.
Whole lot.
Man. And ladies and gentlemen, if you're driving around in your car and you're like, man, those dudes are funny. That guy Shane, he's always popping pills,
Oh,
Blue
yeah.
Chew. Julian over here got Mercer memorabilia. Babyless got belts galore in his trophy case. And those guys are just funny. Their comedic timing is on point, except for Shane. Yeah, but Shane likes pudding, so it's all good. If you'd like to hear about the craziness that we talk about every week on the Roundtable Pro Wrestling Podcast, man, you can drive in your car. You can listen to us on Google Podcasts, Apple, Spotify, Pandora, Amazon Music, and iHeartRadio for all the lovers out there. That's right. I said it. iHeartRadio. And you know what else? You know what? We love the fact that you guys are here every week. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday, sometimes on Saturday. I mean, you guys are here listening to us ramble on about pro wrestling, crack jokes, have a good time, and we love the fact that you guys are here. Like, this Sunday, Big E is going to be the pace driver for the Daytona 500. Wow, that's pretty awesome. You wouldn't know things like that unless you were listening to the podcast, or you maybe have done the impossible, the awesome, the cool thing by going to www.503originals.com, buying some great, awesome merch. You can also go to bodyslam.net for all your wrestling needs, man. It's real simple. All you gotta do is go to www.bodyslam.net, ladies and gentlemen, to get all the news, all the drama, the roundtable rumor mill, all that great stuff. Find out the scoops before everybody else does.
Oh yeah.
Oh man.
And you know what else you can do, ladies and gentlemen?
What that?
Oh, here we go.
My favorite part.
You can donate to bodyslam.net to keep the website going so we can continue to bring you a wide, entertaining variety of pro wrestling and MMA content.
Keep us
Real simple, ladies and gentlemen. You can go to www.slamchats.com.
Say it to me again.
Slamchats.com. Because I can't be stripping in the evenings.
That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Become Slamtastic. For the man in the chair, one and only Shane Husky, the Twitch affiliate. For the man who's going to be on the boat for 7 whole days, the mixologist, Mr. Chemical Julian. And for that man who's got to get his ass up early tomorrow morning to watch Elimination Chamber so you don't have to, the franchise. Thank you very much for joining us here on the Roundtable Pro Wrestling Podcast, brought to you by bodyslam.net.
Yes.
Remember, ladies and gentlemen, Monday, Alexis Amore joins the craziness on Monday Night Mayhem. Oh, yeah.